iJuice360 Podcast, Episode 11, August 31st, Tuesday, 2010. Hey everybody, welcome to the iJuice360 Podcast. It's Jalen here, and it's just me once again, but that is going to be the new normal thing. Basically, it's normally just going to be me on these episodes now. I'm going to try and get into a once-a-week show now. Now that school's started back up, I'm kind of getting into the swing of things again. I can get a normal schedule going on. So probably every Monday I'll record and hopefully get it up later that day. But yeah, today's actually Tuesday, but just a little change in plans. And if you can't tell, I'm changing the episode names. It's no longer going to be 11.0 and then 11.1 for gaming. It'll be just episode whatever. So this is just episode 11. And I'm just going to combine the two gaming and technology news into one show instead of making two different episodes. It's just easier that way. It's going to be a little longer, but it's still just easier to do it that way. So yeah, this is episode 11. I'm going to be by myself normally, but occasionally we'll have other staff members on. So yeah, I'm just going to go get straight into the swing of things. So tomorrow is September 1st, which is Apple's new iPod event. As they always do for the past few years now, Apple has their iPod events in September, right in time for the fall and going into the holiday season for their new iPods and iTunes and stuff like that, and also Apple TV. But it is tomorrow, September 1st, 2 a.m. Pacific, and I believe 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm thinking that's correct. I'm pretty sure that Eastern Time is 4 hours ahead. Yeah. So 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So our Twitter, we will have a live Twitter feed going of everything that's going on. All the major announcements that are coming out will be tweeted through our Twitter account. So if you don't follow iJuice360 already, follow us now, twitter.com/iJuice360. Again, that's going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. If you're in between that, I guess you just have to figure that one out yourself. But we might have some live streaming video. Doubting that, but maybe. If we do, there'll be tweeted the URL to watch that through the Twitter account. So what should we be expecting at this event? As most of us already know, there will probably be this new iOS-based Apple TV that's floating around. Basically, it's an Apple TV. I don't know if this is going to replace the current one, which it probably will. Again, this is just a rumor. And it's going to be iOS-based, so, more of a simpler thing to use. Because right now, what the Apple TV runs is kind of in between. It's, nothing. It's not like Mac OS 10, and it's not like the iOS. So I guess they want to make it so the unification thing between all Apple hardware. So it'll probably be running some type of iOS. I don't know if it's full-on iOS 4 or a modified version. So rumors of it maybe running apps. Apps specified for your television. And the price point, this is just a rumor of a $100 price point, $99.99 to be specific. So, again, that's just a rumored price point, but it is going around an awful lot. So, yeah. Next is the iPod Touch. This last year, actually, a lot of people were expecting the back camera to be added to the iPod Touch, but that did not happen. And instead, it went to the iPod Nano, as we all know. But this year, those rumors are back. And this time, there's also rumors of a front-facing camera joining the back as well. Or the back will actually be joining the front, because it's most likely going to be the front, if anything. But there's a good chance that both will come. Besides that, the Retina display could be added onto the iPod Touch, just like the iPhone 4 currently has. And another rumor of 3G being added onto the iPod Touch. That is a pretty big stretch, as I'm thinking. The other ones, not so much, but you know. And then last but not least is the iPod Nano. New rumors of that also coming up are of a smaller touchscreen based iPod Nano. The screen looks like it is a 3 by 3 centimeter, not inches, but centimeter touchscreen. Images of this new touchscreen has popped up, and also cases for this new iPod Nano have surfaced. So it is most likely going to happen, meaning that the camera probably would be removed. I don't know how they'd be able to fit all that into this tiny, tiny device. Yeah, but it will maintain its same price and capacity point. 149 for 8 gigabytes and 179 for 16 gigabytes is what the current pricing is for the iPod Nano, and everybody believes that it will carry out into this next generation, but it will not be shipping immediately like it sort of usually does. There's no really specific date of when it's expected to, but I guess we'll be finding that out tomorrow sometime. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting when they take this. Not too sure if it'll be running a version of iOS or just the normal iPod operating system. Not too sure what it exactly is called, but probably just the normal iPod. iPod operating system. iOS would be pretty interesting if they stuck Wi-Fi into this thing, but I don't really think anybody would use the internet on it. I mean, it seems pretty hard to do with this tiny, tiny, tiny screen. Bringing the camera to this, maybe. I mean, the screen is doable, I would guess. Still tiny, but I still think it's doable. But I don't know how they would be able to cram all that in there. You know, the battery itself, the small, 8 gigabyte memory in there. It just seems like it's a push already. I'm not too sure about a camera. I doubt it, but who knows. This is Apple we're dealing with here. And then there's, of course, the iPod Touch. By the way, all these, the iPod Nano, I'll have the photos of the cases that have surfaced on the homepage of iJuice360. Cases do look pretty cool. They look like the photo keychains that you can have now, the little tiny ones that go on your keychains. That's exactly what these cases look like. That's what they're for. So that kind of gives you an idea of the size comparison, except this is probably going to be pretty slim. And yeah, but the case, while I'm on the topic, it does have the dock connector case, which looks like the same 30-pin connector. The headphone jack, on, off, or hold switch, and then there's two sides for the volume rockers, which I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, pretty tiny. There was a mock-up photo here of the new iPod Nano with a screenshot of basically the home screen with just 3 icons on it, and these are all in horizontal order, with the time on top, the battery to the right, and then the Wi-Fi logo, the Wi-Fi symbol to the left. And the only 3 icons here are Safari, Music, and Videos. So is that going to happen? I, again, doubt that it'll be running in iOS, but who knows. But again, back over to the iPod Shuffle. Rumors of it running a tiny touchscreen. That's also surfaced, but who knows? We'll just have to see tomorrow. So that just about does it for the Apple side of things. That was, the main thing going on. Not too much happening at the moment. But again, we'll find out tomorrow, and there's going to be a ton of news coming out tomorrow. And again, if you want to see some live coverage, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/iJuice360, starting at 2 p.m. sharp. Yeah. So again, maybe some live stream video, but that won't be starting at exactly 2. It'll probably be around 2:30 or so, if that does work out. The link will be tweeted through the Twitter account. So I'm going to switch over to the gaming side. Going to take a break here, so I'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, it's Jalen here from iJuice360. I just want to let you guys know about our sponsor of the week program. It is fully launched. We kicked it off just a few days ago, and we're ready for companies to basically advertise on our site. So if you'd like to have your company on our site for a week, you just head on over to our homepage, and on the right side of the page is a sponsor of the week box, and you can have your logo put in that box. If you're wondering how to basically do that, just head over to our site, click on the sponsorship page, and it gives you all the details. Basically, if your company sends us a product to review, you will have your logo put in the sponsor of the week box for a week straight on our homepage. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. So back to the show. Welcome back. Here is the gaming side of episode 11. So I'm just gonna jump right into this. So first story is Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition. This has been up for pre-order for a little while now, actually. Like August 13th or around there. That's when the story was posted on the site. So yeah, we all saw this coming. It was no surprise. The Prestige Edition will be loaded this time around. Last Modern Warfare 2 actually had, the night vision goggles in store, but this time the big feature of this will be the RC car. That's making a lot of buzz. So in the bundle you will get the game itself. How could you forget? The RC video surveillance car, which will feature an LCD display on the RC unit itself for the video and audio footage to sent to the RC controller. Sorry, there's an error here in the story. So basically, the RC car will have a camera and microphone on it, so you can drive it around and have it sent back to your controller, the remote control, to basically view the video footage straight from there and hear what's going on. And a type of war medal or medallion of some sort to go along with the game. The box itself looks pretty slick. You can pre-order this at a few different retail stores. I know GameStop is doing this, so you can check that out there at about $150. So it is pushing it, but I don't know. I guess if you really like the game, it would be worth it. Link in the story here if you want to go pre-order it now from GameStop. The game will be released on November 9th with the normal game, so it just makes sense. Next up here, we have Batman Arkham City coming fall of next year, 2011. We all know Arkham Asylum was awesome, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people were expecting this to come out earlier, the sequel, but fall of 2011. I was expecting it the latest, first quarter of next year, not almost fourth quarter of next year. So it should be pretty interesting on how this goes. I'm sure a lot of people are expecting this game to be spectacular after this long wait. So we still have more than a year of a wait left, but it is nice to kind of throw this out there. And last but not least, this is a pretty short one. We have a new Xbox 360 controller. This one is silver. It's basically all silver and black, and it looks pretty nice. This is straight from IGN. Major Nelson pretty much threw this out there. The new matte silver controller features concave analog sticks and gray A, B, X, Y buttons for added style. The controller will only be available with the Play and Charge kit on November 9th in the United States for $64.99, with the European release planned for next year. It's interesting that this is releasing on the same day as Black Ops. I just find that to be kind of strange. But it's kind of strange and not strange at the same time. It makes sense to have this release on the same day, since I don't think there's going to be a special edition Call of Duty controller. That's just me. I'm not too sure. But, it does make sense. So this is $64.99